Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life, and we got breaking news out of T-Mobile. This is a big deal right here. This article comes to you guys straight from T-Mobile's newsroom. I'll leave a link to it in the description so you guys can check it out. So T-Mobile selected by U.S. Navy for $2.67 billion 10-year contract. And I want to be very clear on this. So make sure you guys pay attention and stay tuned. I'm going to break this down for you guys why this is a big deal. So let's go back. Let's go back to the early HSPA transitioning into the LTE days. There was only, and I know this for a fact, there was really only one carrier in the United States that was getting these types of contracts, and it was Verizon. And 99.9% of the time, it was because no other carrier had a competing network across the military bases. It was only Verizon that when these contracts go up for bidding, almost everyone is made aware, like, hey, we got these contracts, they're sent out to everyone, and then they go up for bidding. And you guys know how the saying goes, closed mouths don't get fed, right? So when it was time to sit at the dinner table to negotiate, talk about the contracts, do the bidding, whatever, only Verizon would show up to the dinner table. T-Mobile, AT&T, Sprint at the time, they wouldn't even show up. And that's how Verizon initially got the GS contract for the cellular phones. That was a big deal. That they got that contract both on the civilian and the military side. They had that on lock, and that allowed Verizon and gave them access to build tower sites across a lot of the big military bases and the smaller ones for offsite training. So in this case, in the past, right, these would automatically go to Verizon. You hear anything, Navy, military, Army, anything, any agency, Verizon. VA, Verizon. Now that's changing. That's changing because the networks are more competitive. T-Mobile is now doing private 5G as well. And they are actually building out at the military bases. So now they can actually sit at the dinner table and, undercut. Remember, on the government side, the cheapest contractor usually gets the bidding. The lowest bidder wins. So that favors T-Mobile all day long, right? So, and I understand Dish, they got a contract too, but Dish has some 5G going on, so they're building some stuff as well. So they have a compelling proposition in some cases. Is it necessarily happening at scale? No. But they have a compelling proposition when they do go for the bidding. And the military doesn't just go in it blind. They do their research. They make sure as well that, hey, are these services going to work for me? They make sure. And the contract, it can be breached at any time. Like, hey, this is no longer working for us. We have to go with someone else. So you got to make sure that you have a network to back up your talk at the dinner table. You can't just sit at the dinner table and talk, and then there is no performance and no actions to back up that talk. So let's read through this here briefly. T-Mobile announced today that it was chosen as a wireless solution provider by the U.S. Department of the Navy as part of the $2.67 billion Spiral 4 contract. This new contract will give all Department of Defense agencies the ability to place orders for wireless services and equipment for T-Mobile for the next 10 years. With Spiral 4, the Department of Defense will have the opportunity to leverage T-Mobile's leading 5G network for state-of-the-art wireless solutions that meet the evolving needs of government operations. The comprehensive multiple award contract includes voice data, fixed wireless solutions, Internet of Things, and mobility management solutions. It will help ensure robust and reliable connectivity for government activities, from mission-critical communications to network solutions that serve military personnel and federal civilian agencies. So again, they're taking the military agencies, and they're also taking the civilian agencies. There are a lot of contractors across the military bases from the civilian sector that work there, and they will likely get some of this T-Mobile stuff too. So this is good. This is good for competition. So these are no longer just automatically going to Verizon. They are starting to be split up, and there's more competition on that side as well. So that's a good thing for everyone involved. And it's good to see that T-Mobile is finally starting to get some of these contracts. And I'm told they will get more. They have a new team in a lot of areas, and where they feel really confident, like, hey, this network is built well across this military base. They just go and attack. They go through the agencies. They it's almost a door to door type of situation. They go from building to building, and they address who they need to address, and then they see what they can get out of it. So this is good for T-Mobile. This shows more confidence in the network. Like I said, word of mouth between the agencies is always happening. They always talk. So this could lead to T-Mobile getting even more contracts in the future. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, follow my social media outlets. This is Tyrone with Tech Life. See y'all in the next one. Peace.